press the recce button.
The recce button.
We are recceing so hard right now.
And we are live.
It says recce.
I got my carry handle AUG.
Hoplophile says that you can't put attachments on an AUG because the handle's too small.
Wrong.
Look how many attachments. All the attachments.
I'm so max sustained.
He's got 4 sighting systems on his
sustainment maxing. See, here's the thing. So the EOTech is on backwards because see what happens is that I have the triangulation of the infrared optic, right? And so what's that's gonna do is, since lasers work both ways, okay, now I have red dots that work both ways. They're gonna cancel each other out. If you look that up, you'll probably find somewhere that agrees with me. So
just look hard enough and you'll find something.
Look hard enough and there's gonna be someone out there that's like, yeah, no, that's right.
If you ask for the source, I made it up. It's revealed to me in a dream.
Okay, so we might use that as the intro. I really don't know what we're doing here. So if you guys weren't aware, if you're, wait, no, roll the intro. You guys were not tracking. We have been trying to get Risky Krisky on the channel, and it's proved harder than we thought. So we got Tarburz.
Great value, Risky Krisky.
it's definitely Risky Krisky. Hi, Risky.
Hi. How's it going?
Welcome to the channel.
Not the Risky Krisky you guys want, but the Risky Krisky you deserve.
You deserve. Actually, it's just what you get.
Yes.
You get what you fucking deserve. So I flew out Tarburz and a couple of his boys, and we went out into the Pacific Northwest, into the inner hills. In
the hills.
And we suffered for 2 days. Well, one night.
Yeah,
2 days.
24 hours.
24 hours, ish. And we're just gonna discuss a little bit on the event that we did, why we did it, and where we're going from here. Yeah, that's this video. We landed, or he landed.
Yep.
And then I told him that have fun getting an Uber.
Yeah. After he told me he was gonna come pick me up.
He's like, wait, I thought you were
gonna come pick me up.
You were picking me up. Like, just kidding. I'm a baggage claim. So we got out in the hills, and I told them that our infill route was 3 miles.
The lie detector determined
that was a lie.
It's just right around the next corner, guys. You can do it.
You can do it. We're doing great. This elevations ain't nothing but a thing.
Yeah, for people who don't live out here, on all of his Instagram shorts, the 2 tracks and side trails that they walk on look like they're moderately flat. They are not. They're at least this on a good day. Most of them are like that.
Well, so that infill route that I took you guys on, I mean, that's like a 45.
My ass was feeling it
that's like
20
a 45
minutes in.
the whole way in. So I told them that our infill was going to be about 3 miles when it was actually maybe half a mile. And then I just took them in the wrong fucking direction.
Yeah, that was a great time.
I mean, it was a good time.
It was a good time. I had fun.
It was a view. It was an experience.
Yep.
And
it was wet.
It was very wet.
Water is wet. In case you didn't know.
Water very wet.
Also, the Pacific Northwest is just the ocean, but at mountain height. So you're just breathing in water the whole time.
Why am I a fucking fish? This is bullshit. This is literally bullshit. No, so we finally got to our cabin. If you guys are new to following us, if you're new to the channel, we have our own cabin out in the middle of fuck all nowhere. And there's a couple of leaks. It's a bushcraft shelter.
It was kind of like Chinese torture though, like water torture, drip, drip. Every 20 minutes you wake up with water in your face.
Well, so we had guys on the first floor, and then we had guys on the second floor, and there wasn't the best communication apparently. So some guys on the first floor decided to shift one of the tarps to help them out, which uncovered the guys on the second floor a little bit. So me and a few other dudes woke up and just, I mean,
more wet than we were expecting.
Puddles, bud.
Tell them about when you got
soaked.
thirsty at like 4 in the morning.
Oh my
What you
God,
did.
yes. So it was like 05-ish or so, and I was thirsty as hell. And I roll over, and I'm literally sleeping in a puddle.
Like
and I'm
that
like,
much water.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, fucking awesome water. Crack my water bottle in the puddle that I'm in. Close.
Great.
Life is good. Back to
Back
sleep.
to sleep.
Once again, if you guys are new to following the channel, you know, there's drama that pops up regularly surrounding basically anything I
Drama?
do.
Yeah. When
More or
you can
less.
say that the sky is blue, and people will be like, actually,
Actually,
it's a teal green.
Yo, whoa, racist! Racist! He said blue.
He said the word
It's
blue.
not blue. It's not. It's teal.
You know what else is blue? White people's eyes. You're
Yeah.
a white supremacist.
The rabbit hole that some people will fucking go with that, man. God. Anyway,
I'm not racist.
enough. Night, we stayed up probably later than we should have because way too many people brought bourbon and whiskey bourbon
And steak.
and steak.
Some fabulous steak.
Incredible steak, bacon. It was a good fucking time. And that was something that we were talking about last night, is that not enough people know how to balance having fun and training hard, right?
can
So it's
do
like
both.
you can do both, right? So like our infill, right, was ass, and then we had some fun, and then we suffered, and then our exfil was ass,
And then we had some more fun and took pictures.
and then we had some fun, and it's like you can do both, because you know we've both trained with training groups, and we were discussing this of like how some guys are just
hardcore all the time.
way
Never had
too
any kind of no
serious.
serious business all
way
the time.
too serious. It's like, bud, there's no way you're fun.
You
at
guys
parties.
are all walking in a straight line. You're not a staggered column.
No!
You're gonna fucking die.
Um,
Bro, we're LARPing. It's fun.
I'm literally like sometimes like, hey, I'm not actually. This is just for fitness.
It's like people don't realize that there's like, you can switch, like there's a switch in your mentality, and you can be like, I'm training now and we're gonna go 110%. But if you do that all the time, you're gonna get burnt out and just not want to do it anymore. You gotta learn to have some brevity in there.
Burnout is huge.
It's a real thing.
And trying to avoid burnout. There's so many facets of life that it's very easy to hit burnout. And then what use are you now? Cool, you gave it, you know, 100 and bajillion, 6 gorgillion percent.
6
gorillion percent. Right? So and now what do you have left? Well, you have 0% left. Like,
Yeah, especially if you're like leading a group of dudes and you're just asshole serious all the time. You can't keep it up for years and years and years. Like, I've been doing this with my group of guys for about almost 4 years at this point, and if we didn't do fun stuff mixed in, they would all leave, and they would be right to do so, because it's not fun. You got to learn how to like trick them into having fun while also ripping their bodies apart.
well, I'd also say a huge thing is like, you know, incorporating families.
Yeah, for sure.
Having
The
your,
wives
like,
and kids come out.
having the wives and kids come out and go on just like a very, you know, granola cruncher hike,
Yeah.
or like a, hey, everyone's vehicles are going to be right there, and we're all
Right.
just hanging out, and like we got stoves and we got tents, and
It's more than just learning SUT, like it's community building. Like, you got to learn how to have friends.
I think people probably forget that the most about like training with other dudes, is that like, you know, this is,
Yeah, if you're training
this
with
is
dudes and you don't know
community.
if you don't know your dudes' children's names and how old they are, you're probably not doing it right. Like, you need to know the families of the dudes that you're training with. Like, it's not just like Joe Schmo and I don't know anything about his fucking
Yep.
life.
Yep.
Like, they gotta be your friends. Like, one day they might be like the only thing between you and fucking dying. So like, learn to like.
Well, so I mean, then we go into the whole thing of like, you know, refeds, and it's like, oh
Yeah.
my God, I'm being vulnerable to other people. No.
Yeah. Most of my guys though I've known like 7-8 years. So it's a little different, I guess.
As you should.
Yeah, like the 2 guys that I brought with me, I've known them for over a decade. So like, I've known them since before they got married. So it's a little different. But yeah, like if you're like just like an open group and you just got like random fuckers showing up all the time, I can understand why that'd be a little different. But ideally, I mean, obviously you don't live in an ideal world, but ideally most of your dudes are within walking or at least short driving distance, and you know who they are, like know who their families are.
That is another thing, is that, you know, if you're training with guys that are, you know, like 7 hours away, you have to understand that, like, shit hits the fan, you're not seeing them again.
Yeah.
Like those guys aren't a part of your tribe. Like, sure, you train with them, they're cool dudes, you like them a lot, but like unless they are within what, one
hour and a half,
drive,
90 minutes,
maybe 2,
depending on
on
the area. Like if it's all rural, you can get away with a little bit more. But like one of my guys is 10 hours away. He lives in a different state. He comes out a lot, but like if shit hits the fan and it's like lights out within like 24 hours, he's not fucking coming here.
No, it's like Treebeard, right? I mean,
yeah.
Like he just had to leave because he has a 7-hour drive, and it's like, I very much understand that it's like, you know, I'm never gonna see that dude again.
Right, and that's another thing. Like with a lot of like this type of training that we're doing now, most of the dudes that are having a foresight to do this now are probably going to have to be the leaders of normies in their own little cells. So like that guy that's 10 hours away, he's training with us not to be like one of my guys. Him and his brother are training with me so that when shit hits the fan, they have the skills to be able to lead and teach. Basically like ranger shit, where you're just like, everybody in my group I'm training them all to be leaders.
Absolutely.
So that if shit happens, all right.
Glad we've never talked about this and we're just on the same fucking page.
Yeah, literally never said this to you.
Yeah, never discussed this. Same
on camera.
Exact page.
Yeah.
No, Koji and I were actually talking about that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Of you know, like that is the main purpose. And actually, I had to I even bring that back up to Huck like last fucking week. So like this is very fresh.
That's funny.
Of, you know, and that's why we were talking more about, you know, going into battle buddy teams.
Yeah.
And start working, you know, as 2-man teams instead of, you know, 4, 6, 8.
The odds
20.
of all 15 of your dudes all happen to be together in the same weekend while shit hits the fan is fantasy land fairy tale bullshit.
Like so many dudes think that like shit hits the fan and they're like kicking indoors, and it's like, dude, I go out with men.
Nope.
And I suffer, and with the understanding that maybe when shit hits the fan, I'll have a couple of those guys, maybe.
Right.
But I want to be, as we were saying yesterday, I want to be as hard as possible.
The hardest of the hard.
A few hard men.
The hardest men I can find.
No, I go out in the mountains and I train and I try to better myself, you know, with balance, as Thanos, you know, would say.
Perfectly balanced.
Perfectly balanced.
As all things should be.
No, but you know, I very much understand, you know, that a lot of the training, a lot of like the, you know, the militant training that I do, I'll probably never use, and I hope that I don't have to.
Shit.
Like that's
scary shit. I don't want to use
that's
it.
The
The
point.
point is to not use it.
the point is to try to be as prepared as possible, so I never have to use this. I mean, okay, this is. Please understand that this is for
a shit post.
This is for comedy. I would never run this ever.
We built this specifically just to piss off.
Yeah, no, this is for Hopophile. I built this
for you,
only.
buddy.
I built this only for Hop, and that's it. Oh, sorry, not Hop. It's not Hopophile.
Oh yeah, it's Hop.
Yeah, it's just Hop.
It's just Hop, because nobody knows how to pronounce Hopophile.
I mean, his reasoning for changing it made sense.
Yeah.
Like, of people trying to look up his channel, like, what the fuck even is this?
I can't spell it.
Yeah, I can't.
This is like Latin and German all mixed together.
Well, there was a while I was trying to discuss about him with other people, and they're like, "Hop a what?" I'm like, I'm not,
"Don't ask."
Yeah, I'm like, "Hop a."
He likes weapons, all right.
He does gear reviews, and he's our lesbian aunt, and we love him.
God damn it.
Hop, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
I'm not sorry.
I'm not actually sorry.
I love
that's
you.
a lie. I just wish you were here.
Give Sako a kiss.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. This is a perfect rant video because we just kind of
super rambly.
We just went off on a
script.
Tangent.
Where we're going, we don't need a script.
Line. No, so the event overall, right? It was a lot of suffering. It was just a very shitty situation. It was pissing rain. The wind was howling the whole time.
It's raining sideways.
It's raining sideways. and if it wasn't for us having wool, if it wasn't for all of us, or pretty much all of us, having, you know, a significant amount of wool, that would have been a different experience completely. I mean, you could have done
you were literally sleeping in a puddle, soaking wet your entire right side, but it was all wool, so it's like, I'm warm.
Yeah,
and
whatever.
I'm comfortable. I'm wet, but I'll change in the morning.
I had 2 wool blankets, I had wool socks, and then I had a wool coat on, the Costco wool coat that's soon gonna be in the fuck bin.
Use discount code Tarburz for 10% off. This is not a joke.
Hey, by the way, use my discount code. I
don't get anything out of it, but please use it because it makes me feel good.
I give him nothing. Literally nothing.
He sends me screenshots of how much money people save, and it makes me feel good.
I was like, hey.
I get paid in dopamine.
I was like, hey, my G, like, you want a discount code? And he's like, all right.
Fuck it, sure.
And that was as far as that went.
I'm an official influencer now because I have a discount code.
Instagram influencer. Okay.
Anyway.
Resume. Maybe I'll just leave that in there.
Yeah.
Not edit at all.
Just don't edit it.
Hey, Crispy's alive. It's the guy that drank too. Do you want to get? How hungover are you?
Not really anymore.
Not? You want to get in the?
Cradle it.
All right, drink water.
Drink electrolytes.
Hey, so there should be hash.
hash.
Make sure that that some for the wife stays, even though she didn't want to come out of. It's her day off. Let her fuck sleep.
Yep. Cool.
Anyway.
Who?
Anyway.
Whey, like milk.
Awesome.
Cheese curds.
Whey protein.
Oh yeah.
No?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, fuck me. I'll just leave.
I was just thinking cheese
I'll
curds.
just go cry. Yeah, so this has kind of been our rant video. I don't know where to go from here. Do you have anything else we want to add? Anything we want to say?
It was fun. Pacific Northwest is a lot more verticality than pictures show or videos show. Like, film does not do it
Dude,
justice.
I don't know how many times now
can't.
I've had people like
Oh,
it's not that hard. It's not
You're
that bad.
hiking on a trail, it's not that hard. Nigga, the trail is like 45 degrees. Like, you're tiptoeing the whole way.
Yeah, so that's another thing with Pacific Northwest, right? Like, when people say to like not use roads or to break trail, there's so much underbrush here. Like, if you can't tell just from the back
whole
of,
woods looks
like the
like
back
this.
of my fucking set drop here alone, like, dude, everything is this amount of hills. Everything is so much underbrush. Trying to traverse through this as opposed to just
You can do it. It's
taking
just
a
slow
road.
as hell.
Like, take the road, stay to the side of the road. If you hear a vehicle, if you hear anything, dive off.
Yeah, I thought northern Michigan had underbrush because there's a shit ton of deadfall where I'm at. It's a joke compared to, it's like cedar swamp everywhere.
No, dude, the underbrush here is wild.
Yeah.
Especially-
Literally a jungle.
Well, especially you start getting in some of the places like, if you look down there, right? Like, that's just straight up just sticker bushes.
Yep.
So when people are like, oh, don't take this road, just break brush. And it's like, really?
Break brush with even a more steep incline.
Yeah, it's like, you want me to break brush through okay.
At one point on the exfil, right before we hit that first trail, I had to fucking sling my rifle up onto my pack behind my back so I could crawl on my hands and knees because the incline was so steep.
I know the spot you're talking
Yeah, it
about.
was nuts.
Well, so that's another reason that we train lunges so fucking much.
Yeah.
Is like, dude, like,
It's all legs. It's nuts. Yeah.
like
You're literally
you have to.
crawling.
So like when dudes are like, oh wow, your 20-mile time. Oh, that's
so
abysmal.
slow.
It's so slow. Like, what, you did 20 miles in 8 hours? And it's like, you don't
Yeah.
you don't know the terrain I'm
You're
working
not on
with.
a flat circle track or on a football field.
Yeah, no, like doing 20 miles across the ridgeline, that's a whole different beast. Especially you start breaking trail at all. Yeah, the whole
That picture maybe took you yes.
I'm gonna meme
The fuck out of it.
absolute- Looking back at my squad, just see that
They're all gone.
They're all gone.
Oh no.
Oof. And we have lost dudes out in the fucking hills before. Like, it happens. We had one guy. It was actually fucking. It was unbelievably fucking hilarious because, and he even told us after we finally wound up finding him that his radio was delivered that day.
Of course.
Like, he showed the notification.
Yeah.
It wasn't just like oh no, it's en route. It's like
It's literally at my house right now.
It's literally sitting at my porch, and it's like cool.
Many such cases.
Many such cases. And that's another nice thing that, we can make those mistakes in training, right? We can make the very simple mistakes that could potentially get somebody killed if, you didn't have some of the technological advances that we do, right? If, you know, like, oh, cool, I got a little bit of service, awesome, I can send a text. You know, like, shit hits the fan.
Don't do that.
I mean, you're probably not gonna have
your
that,
phone at all.
Yeah, you're not gonna have it. I wouldn't have a GPS on you. Shit hits the fan. That's a great way to get fucking tracked down.
Yeah, like my Garmin watch. This is a training tool. I'm not fucking wearing this if I don't want. Yeah, G-Shock.
G-Shock, baby.
I got one of those.
Yeah, like fucking radios, right? Like, man, that's a good way to get killed.
Killed in the streets. You're gonna get drone striked.
Okay, that.
Tarburz opening up a can of worms.
Yeah, that's a whole.
That's a whole other video.
A whole nother worm of cans.
Worm of cans.
Dude, like people. So drones are a huge asset. Drones are a huge threat. But
I think it's a tiny bit overplayed.
like drones, they can't see everything. They can't be everywhere. Like
no, they're literally God.
It's
Omniscient,
literally
omnipresent.
God. It knows, the drone knows where you. No, if they don't know like the like somewhat near vicinity that you're in, the drone's not fucking seeing you. It doesn't matter if it has thermals. If you have tree cover, right? Like, so from right here,
Can't see shit.
a drone's not seeing me through this.
Yep.
Like, and it's not even that much tree cover, but you know, a thermal's, it can't defeat trees, it can't defeat branches. The last Grand Thumb video was discussing that. You know, it's not that thermals aren't a huge asset, because they absolutely are, but it's not like God. It's not like Promethean vision from fucking the Halo 4. Yeah. Like, it's not like you can just like see through walls and shit. Like, yes, thermals are awesome. It's not God.
Brent 0331 and Chris Larson were on the Longhouse podcast like a week ago, and they actually talked about that because they run, you know, the One Shepherd thing. Mm-hmm. And there's been classes that they've done week long, like OP4, like Force on Force classes where both teams have drones and they both use them heavily. And Dr. Larson was saying that that whole week that they used drones, nobody ever saw anybody. The whole week.
Sounds right.
Sounds right. He said they're nice to have. I mean, it's not like, oh, don't get drones, but like people are so afraid of drones, and they're not the force multiplier that people think they are.
Well, so with the drone that I have, we did a hide and seek event. So
fun.
It was 2 days, and I was like, hey, you know, be moving a little bit, you know, don't stay down in one position. And it was the same thing. I never saw fucking anybody with that drone. I mean, even if. And so on our selection, we actually had a team that got lost. And if you guys don't know what VF-17 panels are, it's literally just a large neon orange panel so you can signal air. Which I'll soon be selling neon orange gorilla masks that double as VF-17 panels, which is, I think, is kind of cool.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hunter orange gorilla mask.
It is.
Yeah.
It literally is. No, but the only reason that I was able to find that team is because I was actively on the fucking radio with them, and they were able to walk me in.
Yeah, communicate with
you.
And
because they could see the drone, right? I couldn't fucking see them. And they had to walk me in of where they were on the ridgeline and roughly how far they were on this one cliff. And I finally was able to ×4 zoom and find that VF-17 panel. But, you know, it took me 2 fucking batteries to do it. Yep. One battery is like a half hour. So, like, with, like, flight time and whatnot. So, maybe 20 to 30 minutes total, like, getting back and forth there to actually find someone that I was on comms with. You know, like, drones just...
I think drones are more of a tool to be able to recon a large area. Like,
absolutely.
Like the geography of an area. I don't think they're very... or not as useful as people think for people finding. Like, it's not really a people finding tool. It's oh, I'm going into this area. I want to know what I'm getting into before I get there.
No, absolutely. And that's
great
been
for that.
That's been something fucking great for route reconnaissance. Of like, okay, you know what? This road looks like it's absolutely schwacked. No, we're gonna go on this road. Yep. Or we've sent up drones before. I'm like, hey man, this route is filled with snow. Yeah. Okay, cool. We are gonna pack snowshoes.
Yep.
So for that little bit of an asset, it's fucking awesome. But drones are, it's easy to track, it's easy to hack, it's easy to find not only the drone, but also the handler of the drone. Yep. You know, I think that shit hits the fan, drones are going to be more of a liability than an asset. with that being said, I am just some retard. Please don't listen to me.
The risky Krisky
Disclaimer.
disclaimer. Yeah.
No, it's like, you know, drones might be a huge asset. You might know infinitely more than me. I mean, my experience has been quite literally DJI drones. So like, that's not even.
Most of my experience is armchair.
Yeah, that's not like. I don't even know if you could classify that as like experience.
It's theory crafting.
Yeah, like hey, look at this civilian thing that I've been using for a couple of years. Yeah, it's alright.
It's alright, I guess.
I mean, man, and that's another thing. If you're not putting, you know, certain tools, you know, through their paces, they don't know what.
You have no idea.
You don't know what they can do.
He doesn't know.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know. No, dude. Like there's so much gear that if you don't train with it, if you don't use it, you don't know how good it is. If you don't just flirt with new things and see how it works, right? Like that Costco coat that I took out in the mountains to figure out that a $30 coat from Costco is warmer than any piece of military gear that I have. No,
bro, you got to spend at least $300 on a cool jacket or you're not going to make it.
No, that one $30 Costco coat is the nice, because it's wool on the outside and then it's fur on the inside. And I'm going to start running that in the winter as opposed to like all this cool guy coats and camos, and it's like, nah, fuck it, I'm gonna be warm.
Based.
Do you guys even like have much of rain in Michigan?
Not like this. I mean, my wet weather gear is very minimal compared to like what you guys have, because like when it rains, it's like light sprinkle, kind of like what it was Saturday afternoon.
Oh, okay.
Where it's just like a comfortable, like keep you cool.
I can handle this.
Like a keep you cool air conditioning type of rain. It's not like it does that once in a while.
It's not like God's like
Yeah, it rained hard like that maybe 3 times this year in Michigan.
Oh, dude, that's a consistent here.
Yeah,
but then again, we're basically in a rainforest.
Yeah, literally.
All right,
banana bread.
But banana bread at
fucking work, bro.
Hell yeah. All right, so I legitimately don't have anything else. We've already been going for 35 minutes of rambling.
Yeah, literally.
just rambling.
This is the longest I've talked into a camera ever. Other than that one helmet video I did where I talked for 35 minutes.
What was the fucking title of that? Like,
Civilian Larber rambles about $12,000 helmet setup for 35 minutes straight. Best video title ever.
Best video title ever.
Channeled my inner nut and fancy.
I absolutely love titles like that. Like my last one, like acoustic retard rants about something.
It's like a Fall Out Boy song title, but for a YouTube video, it's like way too long.
All right. As you can tell, we're basically just having a conversation at this point, and you guys are watching it third party. We might as well just be like in a circle right now, and you guys are just like the...
Come on in.
Yeah, you guys are just like the other person in the circle, like bullshitting. Like we might as well just playing like hacky sack. Oh, we're getting old.
Yeah. Kids today don't even know
what
hacky sacks are.
I mean, the vast majority of people born like... You know, hell.
After 9/11?
Like, yeah, like what's a hacky sack?
Wait, people were born after 9/11? That sounds fake.
I actually had, no bullshit, I had somebody in my comments asking if there was internet before 2005. And I was like,
oh, yes. Way before.
It's like, what? Was there internet before 2005?
Nope, YouTube started the internet. Once YouTube was created, that's when the internet happened.
I was like, but MySpace and AOL, like.
When I tell kids that I'm older than Google, their brains melt.
Like, what do you mean there was anything before YouTube?
Yeah.
Like when I start referencing like funnyjoke.com.
Oh my gosh. Video Sift.
Yep. LimeWire.
Yeah. QuickTime.
Oof. God, LimeWire. All right. Oh God, we did it.
This is like the third ending. It's like Return of the King.
Okay, I'm actually going to end this video here. It's been real. Tarb, do you have anything else you'd like to end with?
Do more cardio.
Cardio good.
You can't have enough cardio.
Cardio good.
I thought my cardio was pretty squared away as being a firefighter, and then I came out here and rucked on like a 45-degree angle for several hours straight, and I was like, my diaphragm felt bruised. Between the
Hey guys, I need to take a knee.
I need to take a knee.
No, I'm good.
Yeah, the thinner oxygen mixed with elevation nonstop with no brakes or no declinations.
Have a fucking gas mask
Oh
on
my
the whole
God.
time.
Just wear STBA while climbing up the hill. Just fucking die. Fucking throw up in your STBA.
Oh man, now I want to do that. Now I want to see if I can do that.
Do it. Just
Oh god, that'd be rough.
just wear like an Avon mask with like
Yep.
with an oxygen restriction
Yep.
filter on. See how hard you can go.
I'm so hard.
I'm so hard right now.
Okay, I'm actually gonna end this video.
Fourth ending.
Fourth ending. Okay. If you couldn't tell, we're having fun. We're having fun with it.
Hell yeah. Who's gonna know?
Are they gonna know?
How are they gonna know?
They're gonna know. Okay,
Nobody's gonna
fifth ending. Fifth ending.
All right,
Okay.
I'm walking off frame now.
Cutting the video. We're outie 5,000. Roll that outro. We out. Oh my God, Gorilla Man's holding the thing by the scope. No,
He's gonna lose 0.
Zero.